Hello, am I audible?
Wait a minute.
Okay, sir.
Anyone have any doubt from the previous class?
No, sir. No.
Okay. So basically today we are going to start a new chapter of chemistry. Is the screen shared? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Abdullah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have already covered the first chapter. Now we are going to start the second chapter, acids, bases, and salts. Have anyone studied this chapter, acid, bases, and salts?
Yes, in ninth.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Hamna, you? What about you?
Yes, sir.
Oh. So see, we are going to define acid first. Does anyone know what is acid?
Sir, acids are sour in taste.
Very good. Acid is sour in taste. Anything, any other definition of acid? So see, I'm going to define acid. Substance or substances which are sour in taste and change blue litmus, change the color of blue litmus to red. So basically, an acid is a substance which change the color of blue litmus to red. That is called acid. Or we can also define if we are going to test a substance, if it is sour in taste, then it will be acid. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now can anyone define base?
Sir, they are bitter in taste and they change the color of red litmus to blue litmus.
Red litmus to
Blue litmus.
blue. Very good. Now see, there is another definition of acid, that is the substances which gives H plus. The substances which gives H plus is called acid. Do you know HCl, hydrochloric acid? This is HCl, hydrochloric acid. Hydrogen chloride, its name is hydrogen chloride, and the common name is hydrochloric acid. So you can see hydrochloric acid. If you are going to dip it in water, it will be dissociated. It will be dissociated and it will be like H plus Cl minus. That's why HCl is an acid, because it gives H plus. So any substance which gives H plus, that is called acid. You will study about this in higher classes. So please remember, apart from these two definition of acid, sour in taste, change blue litmus to red, this is also important to learn. Substances which gives H plus is called acid. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now going to define base. Please write it, then I'm going to define base. Let me know when you are finished, Abdullah.
Sir, finish.
Very good. So now going to define base. So a substance or substances which are bitter in taste, which are bitter in taste and change red litmus to blue. Red litmus to blue. This type of substance is called base. Also, we can define it by in the same way that we defined acid. Substances which gives OH minus. Substances which gives OH minus is called base. As for example, if there is NaOH and if you are going to dip it in water, it will be converted into Na plus and OH minus. So you can see that NaOH, it is giving OH minus. That's why it is a base. So please write it. You will study about H plus or OH minus in higher classes, like in class 11.
Done, sir.
Done, everyone? Hamna?
Yes, sir, done.
Very good. Azan? Abdullah?
Yes,
Abdullah?
sir.
Very good. Everyone done with this. Now see, we are going to differentiate or recognize how we are going to recognize acid or bases in laboratory. There is another process. So write a topic, acids and bases in laboratory. In laboratory, basically blue litmus, red litmus is also present in laboratory, available in laboratory, that we can test for acid or bases. There is another method to recognize whether it is an acid or base, that is called olfactory indicator. That is called olfactory indicator. Now I am going to define what is olfactory indicator. So basically, it is a substance. Olfactory indicator is a substance whose it is based on a smell. The smell varies depending on whether it is mixed with acid or base, acidic or basic solution. We can say acidic or basic solution. So basically, this olfactory indicator is based on a smell. If a solution is basic or acidic, it can be identified with the help of olfactory indicators. So please write it. Please write it.
Done, sir.
Very
Sir,
good.
I wrote it.
Okay, very good. Hamna, you are also done. This chapter is very easy. You need to remember some reaction. That is like the topic will be how do acid and base react with acids and bases react with matter. It's very easy to understand. Whenever an acid react with a metal, it will always form salt plus hydrogen gas. And how do we detect hydrogen gas? There will be pop sound that represents there is hydrogen gas. So we can write a general formula for acid plus metal. It will give salt plus hydrogen gas. Salt plus hydrogen gas. If you are going to take an example, HCl plus Na, this is sodium, so you will get NaCl plus H2, and you can easily balance it by multiplying it by 2, multiplying it by 2, multiplying it by 2. It can be balanced. So whenever an acid react with metal, it will form salt plus hydrogen gas. In the same way, base plus metal will also give salt plus hydrogen gas. I'm going to take an example. So we can take example as base NaOH, sodium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide plus metal zinc. And if you are going to react it, it will form Na2ZNO2. Na2ZNO2, that is sodium zincate. It will form sodium zincate plus hydrogen gas. So you have to remember these two general chemical reaction. Whenever acid react with metal or base react with metal, it will form salt plus hydrogen gas. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Please write it. And this reaction, such reaction is not possible with all the metals. Always remember. This reaction is based upon basically reactivity. More reactive element will displaces less reactive element. Please write it and let me know if you are done with this.
Done, sir.
Done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
See, another reaction we are going to learn about metal carbonate and metal hydrogen carbonate. Do you know what is metal carbonate and metal hydrogen carbonate? Anyone? What is the formula of carbonate? Can anyone answer me? What is the formula of carbonate?
Sir, CO3.
CO?
3.
CO3. Only CO3? Abdullah? Azan?
Yes, sir.
See,
Sir, is it CO3?
carbonate has a formula that is CO3 minus 2. So write a topic that represents, so wait a minute. metal carbonate, metal carbonates and metal hydrogen carbonates, hydrogen carbonate, react with acid. So basically there can be a topic like how metal carbonates and metal hydrogen carbonate reacts with acid. So I am going to write the general formula first, then I will take an example to show how it will react. So whenever metal carbonate react with an acid, it will form salt plus carbon dioxide, salt plus carbon dioxide plus water, plus water. What is metal carbonate? There will be carbonate and it will be associated with a metal. Can anyone tell me the chemical formula of sodium carbonate?
NaCO3.
What is your answer?
NaCO3.
Na.
Na2CO3.
Very good. Thank you. My Na2CO3. It can be Na2CO3. And there is another formula. There is another general chemical equation, that is metal hydrogen carbonate. Wait a minute. Metal hydrogen carbonate plus acid, it will also give the same. That means it will also give salt plus carbon dioxide plus water, carbon dioxide plus water. So please write this general formula, then I will give example to explain these formulas.
Done, sir.
Done everyone? Hamna and Abdullah?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now going to take an example to explain this. So here it is. Sodium carbonate, that is metal carbonate, react with HCl to form to form a salt, that will be NaCl plus carbon dioxide plus water. Can anyone balance it? Please balance it. And if there is a reaction between metal hydrogen carbonate, see, sodium is metal and hydrogen carbonate NaHCO3 react with HCl to give salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. So please let me know the balance, is it balanced or not? If it is not balanced, just balance it and let me know the answer. Done everyone? Azan, did you balance it?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to write it, since 2 sodium is present on the left hand side, so I'm going to put 2 on the right hand side so that sodium will be balanced. But at the same time, you can see on the right hand side chlorine will be 2. Now chlorine becomes 2, so I'm going to multiply it by 2 so that chlorine will also be balanced. Now focus on carbon. Carbon is 1 on the right hand side. Carbon is 1 on the left hand side. Now focus on oxygen. Oxygen is 3 on the left hand side and oxygen is 2 plus 1, 3 on the right hand side. Focus on hydrogen. 2 hydrogen is present on the right hand side, 2 hydrogen on the left. Now it is balanced. What about this? Is it balanced or you need to balance it?
Sir, I think we need to balance it. Sir, we need to balance it.
We need to balance it. See,
Yes,
one
sir.
sodium, one sodium, one chlorine, 1 plus 1, 2 hydrogen on the left hand side, 2 hydrogen on the right hand side. Oxygen is 3 on the left hand side, oxygen is 2 plus 1, 3. Already balanced. Yes or no, Azan?
Yes, sir. Yes.
It is already balanced. Abdullah? Abdullah, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Now see, there is another experiment. What after reacting metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate with acid, we got salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. Now the next experiment comes when we pass on passing excess carbon dioxide or on passing carbon dioxide through lime water. Do you know what is lime? So here is the formula: lime water, calcium hydroxide. This is lime water. In aqueous solution, this will be lime water. Aqueous, that represents calcium hydroxide, is present in water, that is lime water. And if you are going to react this lime water with this carbon dioxide that you form during this reaction, there is another compound that will form calcium carbonate plus H2O. Calcium carbonate plus H2O. This is calcium carbonate. There will be one more reaction. Please write this and let me know, then I will let you. I will explain later. This is basically white precipitate. White precipitate.
Sir, what is that after H2O in bracket?
Wait a minute. I'm unable to hear you properly.
Sir, I'm asking after H2O in bracket, what is that L?
L is for liquid. This
Okay, sir.
parenthesis represents physical state. This is liquid. This S is for solid. If there is G, that stands for gas. If G is like this stands for gas, physical state. And if it is AQ, that means aqueous, in water.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Everyone done with this?
Yes, sir.
Very good. You are done. Hamna and Abdullah.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Very good, Abdullah. Now see, what we formed here is calcium carbonate plus H2O. Now we are going to pass through excess carbon dioxide. So I'm going to write, you will get it on passing excess carbon dioxide, then following reaction will take place. What does I want? What I want to tell you is that if you pass carbon dioxide through calcium hydroxide, lime water, it will form calcium carbonate plus H2O. But if you are going to use excess carbon dioxide, that means excess means it will react to form this, but after this product there will be carbon dioxide left here, and this carbon dioxide will again react with calcium carbonate plus water. So I am going to write an equation. You will get it: CaCO3, which is in solid state, and H2O, which is in liquid state. In the previous reaction this was the product, but if you are going to pass that with excess carbon dioxide, then it will be gaseous state, and it will form calcium carbonate plus water. Calcium carbonate, wait a minute, no. Then this will form calcium hydrogen carbonate, and its name is calcium hydrogen carbonate, and this is basically soluble in water. This compound is soluble in water. See, this was precipitate, that means it is insoluble in water. But if you are going to pass through excess carbon dioxide, then another compound form, that is calcium hydrogen carbonate, which is soluble in water. Please write it. And write a point. I'm going to write limestone, chalk, and marble are different forms of calcium carbonate, are different forms of calcium carbonate. Please write. And you can also write a point about calcium metal carbonate. All metal carbonates or metal hydrogen carbonates react with acid to give corresponding salt, carbon dioxide, and water. Please do it.
Done, sir.
Sir, done.
Very good. Everyone done? Amna, very good. Azan, Abdullah,
Yes, sir.
done.
Yes, sir.
So see, I'm going to explain it again from starting, and then we are going for the next topic. We will go for the next topic. See, what is acid? Any substance which is sour in taste and change the color of blue litmus to red, blue to red, that is called acid. Another definition that you will study later is that any substance which gives H plus, will give is an acid. Any substance which gives H plus is acid. What about base? Base is a substance which is bitter in taste and change red litmus to blue. Red litmus to blue, that is called base. And a substance which gives OH minus, that is called base. Now another factor from which experiment from which we can conclude that a solution is acidic or basic, that is refers to olfactory indicator, and this indicator is basically based upon a smell. So whether it is an acid or base, we can conclude it by with the help of a smell. Now the next topic comes out to be, how do acids and bases react with metal? Whenever acids react with metal, it will form salt plus hydrogen gas. And also base plus metal will give salt plus hydrogen gas. But this will not be true for all metal. This I'm going to write, this will not true for all metals. Keep it in mind. Okay. Now this is about carbonate. Whenever whether metal carbonates or metal hydrogen carbonate react with acid, it will form salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. And if you are going to use this carbon dioxide in calcium hydroxide, that is lime water, it will form calcium carbonate, which is insoluble. That means white PPT. It can be asked that what is the color of CaCO3, calcium carbonate? Then it is white PPT, white precipitate plus water. But if you are going to use a lot of excess carbon dioxide here, then another product will be formed that will be soluble in water, that is called calcium hydrogen carbonate, soluble in water. And this limestone, chalk and marble are different forms of calcium carbonate. And this point, everyone done with this? Now write the next topic. How do acids and bases react with each other? So basically, whenever an acid reacts with a base, then salt plus water is formed. So first of all, I am going to write the general formula. Acid plus base will give salt plus water. Acid plus base will give salt plus water. As for example, I am going to take base as NaOH and here it is HCl. So it will form a salt NaCl plus H2. And this reaction is called neutralization reaction. So when acid react with base, this reaction is called neutralization reaction. So I'm going to define neutralization reaction. Any reaction in which acid and base react with each other, the reaction is known as neutralization reaction. Please write it.
Sir, done.
Done, sir.
Very good. Everyone done with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Abdullah, you are also done with this? So please write a reaction. I'm going to give you reactant and you are going to write the product H2SO4. This is acid and this is NaOH base. What will be the product? Please write. Let me know when you are done with this.
Done, sir.
What is the product?
Na2SO4 plus H2O.
Na2SO4 plus H2O. What is your product, Abdullah? Can you balance it? It will be multiplied by 2. And since hydrogen is 4 on the left hand side, so I'm going to multiply it by 2. So that hydrogen will be 4. And everything is balanced now. Two oxygen. Amna, did you do it correctly? Abdullah? Azam, this was your answer, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Amna and Abdullah, please speak up.
Yes, sir.
What is your answer?
Sir, 1 minute, I'm doing it.
Okay, please do it. Right word equation. I'm going to give you another question. Amna and Abdullah, please do this question and answer me correctly. And then balanced equation. Amna, you are not audible. For the reaction taking place. When I'm going to give you some questions, you need to write word equation always and also formula, chemical formula. So the first question in this comes: dilute sulfuric acid reacts with zinc granules. Abdullah, what is the answer of this? The previous question. Please reply. Amna. Amna, you are not audible. Abdullah, what is the answer of this?
Sir, it is Na2SO4 plus
The same
2H2O.
answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Abdullah? Okay, please do this question. Will you be able to solve it, or I should explain it?
Sir, zinc will react to dilute sulfuric acid to form zinc chloride and hydrogen gas, right?
Azan, what you just said?
Sir, I was saying zinc will react with dilute sulfuric acid to form zinc chloride and hydrogen gas, right?
Zinc chloride and hydrogen
Hydrogen
gas.
gas.
So basically sulfuric acid, you are going to write it like this: sulfuric acid plus zinc, ZINC, will give zinc chloride. Azan, did you say zinc
Yes.
chloride? Can you tell me the chemical formula of sulfuric acid?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me the chemical formula of sulfuric acid?
Sulfuric acid, I think
What do you
H2SO4.
H2SO4. And H2SO4 react with zinc. Can you tell me the chemical formula of chloride?
ZnSO4 plus H2 it will be.
Will form ZnSO4. It will form ZnSO4. So your answer was wrong, not zinc chloride, but zinc sulfate
Yes.
plus hydrogen. Zinc sulfate plus hydrogen. You just need to recognize, like I wrote in a general formula, general chemical reaction, that acid react with metal to form a salt plus hydrogen gas. So this is sulfuric acid react with zinc metal to form salt plus hydrogen gas. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes,
Abdullah?
sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. Thank you, Azan. Hamna?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the next question comes out to be, dilute hydrochloric acid reacts with magnesium ribbon. Magnesium ribbon. Please write both this word equation and chemical formula both. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Abdullah, are you done with this? Can I slide it down?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Please do this question. Oh, wait. Done.
Sir, just one second.
Okay. Let me know when you are done with this.
Sir, the answer is MgCl2 plus H2.
Tell me the here. It will be hydrogen chloride HCl. Hydrogen chloride. First, we are going to write word equation. So, what will be the word equation?
Hydrochloric
Hydrochloric
acid
acid.
plus magnesium gives
Hydrochloric acid plus magnesium will give. Tell me, magnesium chloride
hydrogen.
plus hydrogen. So, if you will look into it, if you are going to write the formula, it will be HCl plus magnesium. Then what is the formula for magnesium chloride? MgCl2 plus hydrogen gas H2. Again, if you want to balance it, just balance it like this. Okay, Azan.
Yes, sir.
Everyone, Amna and Abdullah, this is your homework, question number 3. And I'm going to give you another question.
Okay, sir.
This is dilute hydrochloric acid reacts with iron fillings. These two are questions for your homework. Please write this question and let me know.
Sir, is that aluminium powder, right?
Aluminium powder, yes.
Okay.
It's aluminium powder. Okay, Azan.
Okay, sir.
There is another question. What is a neutralization reaction? Give one example. Let me know if you are done with this question.
Done, sir.
Amna, Abdullah,
Yes, sir, done.
very good. Please write another question. Next question. Wait a minute. Why do acids do not show acidic character in the absence of water. In the absence of water. Please do these 4 questions. Then I will see you in the next class.